guys, I'm Rick. Welcome to my kitchen. Today I'm making homemade pizza sauce. Alright, I'm starting out here with roughly 8 or 9 tomatoes that are close to their end of their life. And I'm just going to trim out the undesirable bits like the stems. And if there's any blemishes, cut them out. And I'm just going to cut these tomatoes up into chunks. And these are still good for a few days. It's just I take salad at my lunch and they're not going to last all next week, and I got new tomatoes. So I'm just giving these a rough cut. I have a pot over here. I'm going to throw my saucepan. I have my glove on here because my finger's still healing, but it's not all the way there. So I'm just going to continue to cut the nasty parts out that you don't want to eat. Alright, I have all my tomatoes cut up, and I have them in a saucepan here. And I'm just going to add some salt to them, about a teaspoon worth. And I'm going to cook these on low heat with the lid on for about an hour so they can start to cook down. Alright, this cooked about 20 minutes, and I took the cover off so it starts to thicken up. And I've been going in here with my potato masher, just smushing it up every now and then. Now I'm going to continue cooking this with the cover off for probably another half hour, 40 minutes. Alright, my sauce is cooked now for about 40 minutes, and I've been going in with the masher, starting to thicken. I'm going to season it up. I know it needs more salt because I tasted it. So I'm going to go ahead and put a little more salt in there. Give that a stir. And I don't care if I'm double dipping, I'm only using 1 spoon today. Let me get that taste. So I need more salt. This will be about another teaspoon, about a total of 2 teaspoons of salt. And I'm going to go ahead and leave the skins and the seeds and all that right in there. You could strain them out if you wanted to, but I'm just going to let them in. Here, more salt. That's good. About 3 teaspoons of salt. Now I'm going to add in some onion powder. Try about a half a teaspoon on that. See how that is? I should have got a bigger spoon. I keep splashing my fingers and burning them. Okay, let me give that a taste. That's good with the onion powder. Now I'm going to add a little bit of garlic powder. A little under a half a teaspoon. We'll see how that turns out. That's good. I'm going to put in some Italian seasoning. And I'm going to add in some oregano. About a half a teaspoon of each. I'm going to turn this heat down a little bit also. Alright, stir that all up. Like I said, the reason I'm making homemade sauce today is because I had all the tomatoes that I've had to use up, so I figured I'd make the sauce out of them. You could also serve this over pasta or, you know, anything you like. That's good. I think I'm going to hit that with just a little more salt. And I'm going to give it a shot of black pepper. Just a little bit to taste. Alright, that's tasting good. I'm going to let that simmer a little more while I heat my oven and get my pizza crust together. Alright, my sauce is all done, and I went ahead and took some pre-packaged pizza dough and formed it into a round circle the best I could. So I'm going to go ahead and spread some of this sauce on there. And like I said, I just went ahead and left the skins and the seeds and all that in there. That just gives you extra nutrients and stuff. And I'm going to spread this around in a thin layer about a ½ inch from the edge of the crust. A little more in there. And this took about an hour to get done. I'm going to put some shredded mozzarella cheese on here. These are going to be pepperoni pizzas, nothing fancy. And I'm making 2 pizzas tonight. Spread my cheese around on there. Want roughly enough cheese just to give it a good coating. Alright. Now my sliced pepperoni. Just going to layer that all over on there. And even though it's not perfectly round, it's still going to taste the same as if it was round. It's going to be good, so that really doesn't matter. Okay, now that I have all my pepperoni on there, I'm going to repeat the process with my second pizza, and then I'm going to put these in a 425 degree oven for roughly about, I'd say 12 to 15 minutes, so the crust is all golden and crisp and everything's melted. Alright, my pizzas are done. They took 12 minutes. After 6 minutes I rotated them from each shelf, you know, top to bottom, and I let them go for the other 6 minutes. And actually my second pizza in the front here turned out better than the first one. It's more round. So let's go ahead and cut these up and I'll show you what we got. Alright, there you have it. Pepperoni pizza with a homemade pizza sauce. Give this a try. I think you'll like it. And until next time, I'll see ya.